Much better idea of what we're looking at here. Might be able to get a drone kill here. Might be a touch greedy.
Can he get it?
Oh, the drone lives. Wow, neither player managing to get that drone kill.
Yeah, he's done pretty well getting the scout off as well. And so both players now aware of what each other are doing, which is straight up standard play. The only thing that might happen to them is a bunch of speedlings randomly being made and sent across the map. But with the Baneling nest, they should be very safe safe from that. And we can see KingKong already morphing a couple of defensive Banes just in case.
Yeah, he's rolling them across, but the Banelings at the top of the ramp are so effective. You can just get a run by a Lings. They don't have the vision until they get right up the top, and then you surprise Banelings, and then all of a sudden you lose 20 Lings. And it's pretty good for the other player. But meanwhile, these Lings actually bypass that defensive Banelings and get straight into the main again. And this is just another scout. It's only 4 Lings. Not going to be able to get any damage here. Won't get any drones either.
Yep.
KingKong already on the ball with that.
Indeed. Nice, calm early game. Bit of a difference from the last series against Betrayus, where we saw 2 out of 4 games was an early pull.
Yeah, quite right.
Yep, 9, 10 pulls.
Getting a bit of a wall up here. KingKong actually playing a bit more like Pig does in ZVZ, being very defensive, sitting back, just using Lings to scout, not really being too aggressive, although these are quite a few Lings here. It looks like he wants to try and deny a third. Going to send some Lings up here, see if there's a drone making, sees that there isn't. And might just try and see what he can get done on the natural, but there's a little bit too much from Pig here. We'll need those Banelings if he wants to get something done, and he's going to need a sweet connection. But a lot of Banelings here from Pig, a lot of Zerglings as well, needs to be careful.
Oh, wow. Looking to trade with the Banelings. So far, so good for Pig. He actually has a lot more than KingKong, so KingKong's going to start peeling off those Lings, trying to track down those Banelings and taking them out before
KingKong actually getting quite a few of the Banes there, but still 3 left over from Pig. And the Baneling, no matter how little its hit points, is a big danger when you just got Zerglings here. Making some Banelings here in the natural just to be defensive, because it does look like Pig wants to press the issue. Yeah,
and just one small thing to note is that KingKong skipped the Spine Crawler, and Pig did not, so he's quite a lot safer in that regard. So can he pick off another one? No, not quite. He's sending another couple of Lings across the map to look for that third base, confirm that it's there. And at the same time, Pig is heading towards the third base of KingKong.
That's right, KingKong, one of these defensive Banelings already been taken out. Really wants to get a connection on that Ling cluster. He's going to get 3 Lings on the top there. Not enough to finish the job for this hatchery, and KingKong's going to defend easy peasy.
Very nice, and he still has a lot of Lings left over, 29 in fact.
Yeah, might even counterattack and take out this third.
Yeah, absolutely, and Pig, what does he have out on the field? He's got 2 Banes on the morph,
Queens.
I think. Yeah, and Queens, so as long as KingKong dukes and jives
he's got a little opening here.
Yeah, there's 9 roaches on the way though. Will he be able to cancel it before those roaches pop? I think he has a very good chance of doing so.
He's going to get the cancel here, 100%. But will he be able to get the Lings out without losing too many of them? Because he really doesn't want to lose all these Lings.
Well, luckily Lings are nice and speedy, so he can get past those roaches.
Slip by it. Oh no, God, he's going for the drone again, delaying the third further.
Wow,
and lost a few more Lings there. In fact, he's going to lose most of them.
That's fine though. The cancel on the hatch is well worth it, taking that third out.
I agree, absolutely. Getting another drone on the transfer as well. Such nice play from KingKong, delaying that third of Pig, and his third is up and running, and he's saturated it as well. Definitely an econ advantage for KingKong here.
Yeah, he's gone back to that 1-1 melee upgrade style, making another 30 Lings, and he has this hatchery up and running, whereas Pig just starting his again. So he's going to be in a sick position in not too long. He's got that roach farm finishing up now too. Yeah. So we'll be able to get a bunch of roaches out, and Pig might find himself in a bit of trouble.
That's right. So I was about to say a little bit of history. If you guys, I think I heard the sound cut out a little bit. We're not too sure. We had Pig actually getting fisted a little bit by KingKong in that last grand final in Brisbane. The last time these guys faced, it was really one-sided. But Pig actually putting up a pretty good fight in this game, even though he's lost that hatchery. So far, playing a lot stronger than he did in Brisbane.
So far, so good. And it is a best of 5, so there's a lot of games to go up against KingKong. So it's going to be a bit of a test of stamina as well. Not everyone can survive so many ZVZs in one go.
This is enough, I think, to hold this. Got some roaches with the Queen. Actually, they slipped straight past it. Maybe another cancel again, which would actually be so devastating for Pig. He cannot get this cancel again, but it's going to. He's target firing it.
Oh, it's close. That lag.
Worst
and he does.
No cancel.
Oh, he killed it. That's certainly the lag spike's
devastating. GG just leaves.
Yep.
And KingKong takes the first game of the grand final.
Yep.
Currently up 1-0 in this best of 5.
That's it. Just too far ahead.
Well, he had a perfectly saturated third, and Pig was still cancelling that hatchery over and over again while he was getting that income.
I think Pig was actually hoping to go for a bit of roach timing with the +1. He kept pumping out roaches, but it just wasn't happening for him. He knew that even if he made it across the map, probably wasn't going to work out. So.
Too many Lings slipped straight through the sensor net of those roaches and spines. If he had some roaches in position, would have been a different story. I think,
Sure.
yeah, obviously he would have stayed in the game if that third
definitely.
finished. So
He's
that was...
a ZVZ master. He wouldn't have left if he
Yeah.
had a chance. So, yeah, I mean, you
So-
can play it out, but that does wear you out. It is a best of 5. Potentially really long games as well for the next.
Well, we're
potential
talking about the play style of KingKong in that game, how I said it was a little bit more like PiG, and that's why we think that this best of 5 might go for a while, is because
Yeah.
PiG likes to be defensive, likes to hold back, get those upgrades, power up, tech up. And we saw it in that last game. He was sitting back with the roaches and the spine crawler.
Yeah.
But KingKong found that little opening, got straight through there with the links, and did extreme damage. Extreme damage, not just a little bit.
Yeah, he did very well. So PiG, I actually don't particularly expect him to go for anything but that sort of standard roach style play with the 1/1 upgrades. He tends to always go for that, or at least the +1. We don't see him do muta too much. He's actually not a huge fan of mutas, I don't think.
Not anymore, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see mutas for PiG in ZVT, but not so much ZVZ.
No, not ZVZ.
He's much more comfortable with the Roach Infestor
Definitely.
composition, Roach Infestor Hydra. Which is
And in Wings of Liberty, his strength was always in that sort of Roach headbutt play. Roach Infestor was fantastic Infestor control. He would even burrow them and throw out Infested Terrans in the mineral lines, everything.
Just to add on that, in Wings of Liberty, ZVZ was definitely his best matchup.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
100%.
Even though his ZVP was quite strong at one point, his ZVZ was definitely the best. In fact, he won WCS Australia playing nothing but Zergs.
Exactly.
He didn't play anything but Zergs. And he beat Moonglade in the finale, and that's a huge deal. At that time, Moonglade was, he won Oceania.
Yeah.
He's the best player in Oceania.
He's very well practiced. But on the flip side, I mean, KingKong recently going over to Hong Kong to play in a tournament, came second, 2-4 against Hurricane in the finals, unfortunately, a Protoss player. But we don't have all that much Protoss practice against NC, so I suppose that's understandable. But he took out Sen on the way, who's one of the best Zergs ever. Yeah. Everyone loves Sen.
One does not simply take out Sen in ZVZ. That Taiwan Zerg is a really, really insanely good player. And yeah, just to bring on that, the Hurricane Protoss being very, very strong. Of course, KingKong wouldn't get that much Protoss practice here in C for the lack of Protoss. That said, though, this tournament has shown us that the time of the Protoss might be on the horizon, as they are doing quite well. Ours, Megafonzi, Pez Perry also doing an incredible job here at the tournament. Anyway, let's get into the game. In the bottom right, Exile 5's PiG.
And in the top left, in the light blue, it is from Avant. It is KingKong.
Oh, yes. He's going to climb that skyscraper. Will PiG be the plane to shoot him off of it?
We'll soon find out. He wants to even it up 1-1.
This game.
This game. Game speed?
The game speed looks fine to me.
Yeah, it does. I think maybe the lag's throwing him off a little bit. Okay, we'll remake.
It's the players' conniption to get it done. They can do that. Yeah, they have that prerogative to get in there and remake if they feel like the stuff's not right. But
maybe it was
game speed looked okay to me.
Yeah,
it was just a bit spiky.
Oh well, if they feel it's not right, no harm in remaking.
No, sure absolutely not. These every map counts. Even though both players have a few lives left in this grand final, there's every map counts.
KingKong's going to be feeling pretty good too, going in off a win. PiG, a little bit more pressure on him. He doesn't want to fall behind with 2-1 because then suddenly there's a hell of a lot more pressure on him. He's got one more game for KingKong to win, and it's over. So we're going to hop right back into it. Got the loading screen up. There you go, guys. Look at these diamond and platinum scrubs. Ugh, C's the worst.
So noobs. That's right, guys. Can't believe we're watching platinums and diamonds play in a tournament final. All you guys on Twitch must be so mad right now.
Yeah,
all right. In the top left here, currently actually GM on Korea.
Yeah.
This is XL5's PiG.
And another very, very skilled player in the bottom right. Up 1 in the series so far from Avant. It is KingKong.
Formerly of StarTale.
Yeah. Formerly of
ACL winner.
Yep. ACL winner. He's got a win on his belt. He's looking for another one, I think.
PiG got it in Melbourne, 2012. KingKong got it in Brisbane, 2013. Yep, they both have the belts.
Yeah. Maybe we need like a sort of an award or like a King of Wings title for those who take multiple ACL championships.
Well, I think that Moonglade easily wins Kings of Wings.
Yeah.
In our region.
Yeah, he certainly does. Although he's been dethroned a little bit lately.
Yeah. Hard to the Swan.
It's hard though.
Not quite ready for Glade, but you know what? I feel like he's better than what he's been showing. I think that might be.
I mean, it's tough.
It's hard. It's hard to say because not involved in that guy's personal life. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'd love to be.
Wouldn't we all?
I'd be the little spoon. I feel like he, you know, isn't, you know, when he plays, he's just, even in Zerg versus Zerg, which hasn't changed too much, it's a matchup that you normally see him playing a lot better in. So I feel like he has that caliber to get back up to where he was before. So I have complete faith that the age of Moonglade dominance may come back again.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, for any Zerg in C, you know you're going to face a lot of ZVZ. And the problem with ZVZ is that, like, if you have even a slightly off day where you're not quite as good as you usually are, your play isn't just quite at that level that you need it to be, that's it. You lose the entire tournament because most of what you're going to face is Zergs, and there's really no room for error in the slightest. So
Absolutely not.
It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal.
One slip, one mistake, a Baneling connection. One thing gets sniped by a ball of mutas, and all of a sudden, the matchup just turns on its head.
Yeah, one silly snake decision, and you've lost yourself some prize money.
Right.
So.
And when you're up at this level as well, once the player gets an advantage, it really starts to snowball as well. Like, unless that player makes a mistake. But do mistakes happen when you're high level? Not really.
Yeah,
not
so
as often
much.
not as often as StarCraft normally shows.
That's where the decision-making skills really show through in the plays. Whether or not you can battle it back when you're behind, and whether or not you can capitalize on your advantages when you do receive them from your opponent. Sometimes they're very, very subtle. So it's a very back and forth world in the life of a pro gamer in these tournament settings. But
absolutely.
I mean, we'll see what happens. It's early days in this match. Not a lot to comment on. The similar openings from the first game.
Yeah, quite similar. Both players feeling like, I feel like there was just a small mistake from PiG in the first couple games that cost him the game, but his openings weren't bad at all. Like, his ideas, his openings weren't actually that bad. It's just that, you know, in each game, there was a Ling run by, or there was a Baneling connection that just went right, and all of a sudden, you know, it's a small mistake. But PiG feels very, very confident with his build. He's going to keep doing it.
But it's tough. I mean, like, with that sort of roach style that he was playing, when you actually have those Lings coming out, your roaches should be popping out at about the same time, but it's cutting it close. And if you think you can make it and you don't quite, it's really frustrating because it's like, man, I should have had roaches out, but they didn't hurry up. They didn't build fast enough. Yeah.
I mean, quickly, roaches, quickly, and then...
Yeah. And that poor Ling Long does get taken out by the Queen. And
does indeed. Actually looks like another Overlord for KingKong. Going to be taken out on the top there. Will be a fly block if it does go down.
It's going to be pretty annoying for him. But that Queen's going to have to travel pretty far out on the map in order to be able to get that.
Slow.
Yeah, KingKong sending a few Lings out as well, get a scout off. Maybe even pick off a couple of drones. I don't think PiG actually has anything else.
Looked like PiG was going to go make a Baneling nest there. His drone was moving out in front. And starting Roach Warren and making it right in front of KingKong as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't afraid.
Both
or is this a ruse?
Players playing a little bit greedier than usual.
He's going to get this one drone. There we go.
Oh, very nice. Will he actually get into the main, though? I don't think so. Not with the range on that Queen. This is chill. Gentleman's agreement.
Yep.
Oh, Queen broke.
It's over.
Yep.
No gentleman's agreement when a Queen's involved.
Oh, true that. Yeah. So, yeah, I think he got the Overlord down here. So it's really annoying for PiG in the early to mid game where you're just trying to set up and like, man, gotta make an extra Overlord. Are you serious? That's 2 drones right there.
Look at this KingKong again, playing PiG style.
Yeah.
Getting that wall up, getting that static defense up, and he's locking it in. Oh, that said, though, the Queen's are completely out of position.
Oh, he's gonna
and he's going to lose one.
Oh, no.
Needs to plug that hole.
Free.
There's still a gap for the Lings here.
Oh, he's going to get the second one, too. This is great for
Wow,
PiG.
yeah, nice pickup from here. Getting those 2 Queens in the early games, so huge, actually. It's a lot of the creep spread, and Inject's taken away from KingKong.
Very nice. He actually had 4 Queens, so he'll be all right on the
Inject's fine, but no creep spread, except for that one tumor.
Not so much for the creep spread. And KingKong, as you mentioned in the past, really does like to do his creep spread, especially going for this roach style.
Yeah, he's a creep spreader. He loves it.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, he's chosen this style. He's changed it up pretty much every game, gone for something different. He's not very predictable.
20 Lings.
Yeah, and I was going to say, he hasn't got the Lings out just yet to go for this third, but there they are in the production tab, so he knows what he's doing.
So many Lings here from KingKong.
Speed going to kick in just a second, and then he can head across there.
There it is.
Go for the cancel.
Goes straight past the Lings of PiG. Doesn't want to pick that fight. Just wants to go straight into the basic of PiG to try and get some damage done. PiG setting up a bit of a wall, seeing what he can get done.
Yeah, he actually doesn't have any units out apart from the few Lings that are on the map racing home, but they're not going to contend with the amount of Lings that KingKong has. 20, in fact, and KingKong's going to get payback for one of his other Queens.
Oh, my God. Third hatch under siege. What can Pig do about it? The wall is under siege as well. Looks like he almost has enough to break through that Evo chamber. Not just quite, though. Roaches at the back managing to fend those odd lings off for now. There's a lot of lings here, though, so be careful.
Yeah, and unfortunately, once again, he gets the hatchery cancelled by KingKong. It seems like the roaches are like something like 10 to 15 seconds, just too slow to stop that timing from KingKong. And KingKong's going to dive back in here again, try and get some another cancel.
Too many roaches.
But yeah, that's not the smartest idea. Pulls out of there with 5 lings remaining.
Would have been it was very low health, so a good idea from KingKong, but yeah, in the end, just too much from Pig, which is good for the game length sort of point of view, because if he keeps cancelling that third, it's going to look a lot like game number 1.
Yes, it most certainly is, and with an Overseer now dropping a Changeling into the main of Pig, seeing what kind of tech is going for, and look at this in the production tab.
Interesting.
What is that? We have not seen one of these today. Or yesterday, actually.
It's the south end of the northbound Nidus. Where is it going to go, though?
That's the big question. We've got Roaches moving out on the field by Pig, like that move. He doesn't have to commit at all, but KingKong does have to respond just in case he does. Needs to make sure he'll be prepared for that. He has tons of roaches.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And I wonder if this will actually tip KingKong off, because Pig off, because he has a bunch of roaches that are about to have 1-1. And oh dear, here we go.
There it is in the main.
It's out of vision too.
Oh, it's so annoying when this happens. Where is it loaded with roaches, though? How many units are inside this Nidus worm?
I'm not sure. He's rallying the new ones in there, so there's going to be a few, and the rest are marching across the map. So what he can do is unload in the main and then go towards the third, go towards the natural, and oh dear.
Yeah, that was us, and we're back. And there we go, rallying into the main. Oh, Pig in a spot of bother here. Tons of roaches in the mineral line. Queen's going down, Pig pulling back. Roach count still in KingKong's favor, though. Pig has the defender's advantage, pulling the drones, losing quite a few.
Drones
and a natural attack as well.
Oh, so many
devastating attack.
And he's going for the drones, going for the mineral line. The drones are just going back to mine. They have nothing else to do. It is unable to clean up his roaches.
Oh my god, this might be it. It might be a 3-0 for KingKong here. He has killed so many drones. What are the drone kills looking like?
Oh, let's have a look. It's 25
oh my god. That's
KingKong.
just disgusting.
Yeah, Pig not looking so good in this game on Veltier Vestige. He may yet clean it up, but he's taken so much damage.
Has been hammered to absolute putty by KingKong here.
Is KingKong gonna go up 2-0 in this match? Oh, the Nidus Worm refilled with a lot more units too. This Nidus Worm did get taken out, but he can always drop another one. Doesn't even have to drop it in the base. He could just drop it nearby and then rally the rest in. 36 workers now killed, 20 harvesters to 44.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious indeed.
Now, did you say 2-0? Is this the second game?
This is the second game.
Is it? My
did
God.
you say 3-0?
I thought it was.
Alright, I'm pretty sure this is the second game. Oh no, now I'm doubting myself.
Now I'm doubting myself.
Caster's dropping the ball.
Oh yes. Good timing too. It's not like it's a grand final or anything.
No, not at all. We're professionals, right?
Absolutely. I'd love for this to be a game too, because I want to see a third game. I believe that Pig can do that.
Yeah.
He's actually in a lot of trouble here. Double the supply for KingKong, 126 with the 67.
Indeed, and KingKong sitting pretty with the 1-1 upgrades, going for the +2. He's got his own third up now too, and he's looking really nice in terms of the econ. I mean, 48 drones to 33. He can drone up, he can continue to make roaches. Either one's going to be great because it's going to extend a lead over Pig, and Pig is either going to have not enough drones or not enough roaches. In this case, it might be not enough roaches.
Oh my god. That is a borderline illegal amount of roaches heading up towards that third base of Pig. What's Pig got to is actually getting out of position a little bit. No, he's moving back. GG, well played. He calls it after seeing that roach army with his overlords.
It most certainly does. KingKong just looking so solid.
He's really inside Pig's head right now. I hope he can put himself together and start really focusing, because that is game 2, as you said. So we'll have to get into third game. He has another chance here. Pressure is on, absolutely.
Yeah, let's see if he can make it. I mean,
a very frustrating series for Pig so far. Can only imagine how salty he must feel. Hopefully that focus calm down and we get Dot down there to rub the shoulders.
Yeah.
Get him loosened up and ready for
his manager
to focus. That's right, Dot the manager.
Whisper some words of encouragement in his ear and
sweet nothings.
Put him back in the zone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He needs something.
The KingKong's on fire, that's for sure. He's
absolutely.
He's been doing really great today, and a lot of the matches that he's played, while some of them have been a little close, a lot of the time it has been one-sided for KingKong. He's very much in form.
Yeah, absolutely. KingKong's really showing off his skill in this matchup right now.
Strutting his stuff.
He's the guy. He doesn't do so great in online tournaments.
Yeah.
But when he goes to LANs, he becomes some kind of new monster and just
yeah. When there's more money on the line, when there's more pressure, when it's a champion title, you know, a LAN tournament, he certainly steps up his game and brings the hurt. So PiG, unfortunately,
bringing the pain to
receiving
Pig's feeling it right now.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it for PiG.
I don't think PiG wants to be fried into bacon just yet, though. He's got some fight left in him. I know he does. I've seen comebacks from PiG before. I've seen him 3-0 people from a 2-0 deficit before. So
that's right. PiG doesn't want to be a garnish on KingKong's outlaw
no.
locker.
No, he doesn't. So just wait for the next lobby to be made.
Yep. So
we'll
might be talking about some maybe. Oh no. Okay, he is getting to lobby now. Okay. So I just thought maybe just probably talking to Dot at the time. We're not near the stage, so we can't see ourselves. We're on a separate side of the venue. But yeah. So his manager and partner Dot probably giving him a bit of words of encouragement, and like I said, they're going to be very necessary for PiG.
She's going to be cheering really hard for him, as I'm sure many of you on the stream at home are.
Drop some notorious PIG, get some love in there for PiG. I know there's tons of fans in this region for PiG.
Someone invent one for KingKong as well, so you can both battle each other with the spam and the Twitch chat. That'll be great.
In Melbourne, we had cheerfuls. That was
kind of
cool.
Oh, we need cheerfuls here. Gosh,
we did.
It.
We had a really great one for KingKong. It's like a picture of a monkey with big, thick glasses on. It was really good.
So cute.
Yeah. All right. Into game number 3, possibly the deciding match. In the bottom right here from XL5. He's going to need your cheers. He's going to need your support. Give it up for PiG.
Representing Team XL5 and his opponent from Avant, the Korean Zerg. He's on a roll. Can he close it out? It is KingKong.
That's right. The grand finalist of the Hong Kong esports tournament. Making a lot of bank there.
Yeah, doing super duper well, getting some great experience in an overseas LAN environment, something that PiG has a lot of now as well. So they're on par. They should be level-headed.
On par with overseas appearances, perhaps, but maybe not on par in the ZVZ matchup. That percentile of KingKong ZVZ really doesn't tell the tale between these two players. It's looking a lot like Brisbane again, unfortunately, for PiG fans. But I really, really hope and believe that PiG can come back.
And it's the grand finals. These are the last matches of our 2-day series here in ACL. We want to make sure we get maximum StarCraft out of them.
Maximum
we want to go
StarCraft.
To a game 5.
Absolutely. More games, the better.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So what's going to be for this match? No early pulls. These guys haven't gone for that kind of play. I'm assuming that KingKong perhaps is not expecting anything of that sort from PiG, actually. He doesn't do it too much. Doesn't slip those in quite as much.
KingKong's actually going to go hatch first here.
Yep. Feeling very brave because of that. And that might actually be something nice for PiG to exploit in future games.
Possibly.
Get there? Yeah, for sure. And there's that pull first from PiG. No doubt going to follow up with a hatchery afterwards. Could actually even go for a gas, but looks like it will be the hatchery. We don't really see people take the gas anymore. Not many people like to do that speedling all in. Backing up those links, Jerry-lings we call them.
The Jerry-lings.
I wonder what Jerry does these days.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He did a lot of cheeses. Didn't really take the game very seriously.
No, he didn't.
So he's probably playing well.
Yeah, probably.
Like all the other guys that
Danger. Twitch split.
Danger.
Twitch chat just explodes.
Danger zone.
Yeah. That's
3 drones in that gas there, getting that income for KingKong. No doubt with that Hearst hatchery, he's going to leave them in there and get some speed up quickly as possible, possibly Bailings as well. His control is so sick good that I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's what he wants to go for.
Yeah, maybe. I really like how he splits off his units too. That's one of the most impressive parts of KingKong's play to me. Like, his micro in general is really, really good. But man, those link splits, peeling them off to pick off the Banes of his opponent. I have no idea how he does it with such precision. And if you guys get a chance to ever see KingKong play to LAN too, his keyboard hand is actually insane. It's just...
Yeah, he's got like Lysira hands.
Yeah.
Or Kong Ho hands. They're just like a horse galloping on his keyboard. Yeah. And never ever stops. Look at that APM.
See that APM tab? Do you know how much of that is wasted when the game is actually like... happening when they're not just macroing up in the early game. I mean, obviously a lot of that's spam right now, but when things are actually happening,
yeah, it doesn't drop.
Yeah, his actions are actually like his EPM is the same. Yeah. They're all very useful actions, so it's pretty crazy.
You're getting in here for a perf. Sees the quivering spawning pool there.
Quivering.
Yeah, all a quiver.
Yeah. I don't think there's actually another word to describe that.
Well, that's exactly what it's doing.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not trying to be rude.
Those spines are actually, it must be really painful for a drone to turn into one of those. Their bones like puncture out of their body and
maybe Abathur doesn't give them pain receptacles.
yeah.
Or maybe he doesn't care.
No,
Because,
they do actually feel pain. If you, I don't know, but in the campaign they're like, oh, but the mutations hurt. But it's like, no, but it's good. It's adaptable.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess they do.
Wow,
feel
that's
pain.
really horrifying.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of
Them bugs.
crazy. Yeah. So we got a much earlier Baneling Nest for KingKong once again, but still not necessarily indicating aggression. He could, of course, go for some if he would like to, but Pig following suit with his own Baneling Nest just a little bit later, and some Ling Lungs to scout.
Yep, speed has kicked in. He's going to have a little bit of a look in his natural. Does get a great scout off in the main and the natural.
And
Could not ask for a better look.
Yeah, they've both done a pretty good job in these games so far of actually making it into each other's bases with the first couple of lings, 2 to 4 lings, and getting that scout off. Sometimes people are very good at denying that sort of scout, but nope, not these guys. And oh, we've got a Baneling morphing already. Is he going to follow up with some lings?
Yeah, he does that with his hurt lings. Takes
Yes.
that, turns it into a Baneling, because when it turns into a Baneling, it actually gets full health again.
Yes, but in the middle of the map under an Overlord.
Yeah, why not?
Wondering what the thought process is behind that. But as is, it doesn't look like Pig is going to punish that poor little Bane. He's going to let him waddle home as quickly as he can.
He might be just going for a little bit of a Baneling here, where he's not really got a plan for it, other than maybe I'll connect with
Might
it.
have just hit the hotkey and it's in the middle of the map. Whatever, it'll get home.
Yeah, and it does. Baneling is safe, and it'll waddle around for to live another day.
Yeah, KingKong going for that carapace style play again. We often see him pair this with aggression, but even if he doesn't, he's headed into Roach in the past off this, eventually using Lings to deny the third, as we've seen him do time and time again in all his ZVZs. And now we got some layers on the way for these guys too.
3 gases for KingKong, so it doesn't look like he wants to be doing Nuda.
Oh no. Pig going for the 4 gas, the big 4. Usually we see him on 3, going for those roaches. There's a roach foreign as well. Anyway,
Interesting.
that +1 attack, so he's certainly going to go for some roachy goodness, get that speed on the roach foreign as well, allow him some more mobility, and he's got some creep spread pushing out here. That'll join up the 3rd and the Nat, and he's managing to push away this Overlord.
Yeah, Overlord will be shoot off. Will it be taken out? I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not. Might just...
Oh, not microed, so maybe it will. Oh, no, just out of range. There we
Distracted
go.
by the Lings, so...
Gets to see the 3rd. Nice spot here from KingKong. His scouting and discipline of just this, like, always using his Lings.
Yep. And he's got a bunch of Lings actually on the field right now. 16 in fact with the Carapace. Oh, nice Bane hit for Pig. And he's going to be able to chase these Lings for KingKong back a little bit.
Yeah, 3 or 4 there. Looks like the 3rd of
so.
KingKong's getting touched up a tiny little bit, but not a big deal. Couldn't be that many Lings.
Yeah, I think it's just 1 or 2. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, 1 very hurt Ling, and the Queen will no doubt deal with that. And look at how many Banelings he's actually committing to this.
Big Baneling split here from KingKong as he's building them, making sure that Pig can't capitalize by blowing his Banelings on them for an effective trade.
Yeah, more Lings and Banes being rallied across the map too to join this fight. Is KingKong going to try and hit him with some Baneling damage? Can he do it? Those Banelings are about to morph, and they're not quite in time. Can the Queen pick some off?
Queen's going to get 1 there with the Zergling's help. 2 do get in the middle line, though.
Not quite
very hurt drones. Couple more at the 3rd. Big plus for drones go down to that Baneling connection there, but only 7 drones of all those Banelings.
Oh, and in the main at the same time, this guy's everywhere picking off the Queen. And the hatchery is getting very low.
Oh my god. The hatchery goes down. Those 3rd hatcheries of Pig. Those 3rd hatcheries of Pig just won't live against KingKong.
No, when more and more Lings are coming across the map from KingKong. He's not done yet. He's in the natural, picking off all the hurt drones from before. He's doing some serious damage
Where
to
are Pig's units? The Roaches are at the front of the natural. They're getting into the middle line again. The Lings are too fast. Targeting down the hurt drones.
And he's still in the
my
main
God.
middle line as well. 19 kills thus far. And the roaches for Pig look like they will finally be able to clean this up. 35 drones for Pig, 43 for KingKong. Big stories. Look at all these roaches, though. They have +1 attack. Do you think
he could go for a follow-up attack? Absolutely. A counter-attack from Pig could be devastating for KingKong. He has roaches out in a spine crawler, but it's not anywhere near enough. He has 8 more to join the battle, though.
Yes, he does. He's getting his own +1 very shortly. With the defender's advantage, he should be able to hold. Pig not going to be able to find too much to do. Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Some hidden Banelings of KingKong getting into the middle line. Oh!
Does get a
Tons of
pretty
drones
hit.
going down there.
29 workers killed. That's obscene. Pig very much on the ropes right now. His third base taken down, the third base up for KingKong, unable to do anything with his counterattack either.
It's devastating that he has to retreat now. He can't get counter damage done to KingKong. 43 drones to the 30 of Pig at the 12-minute mark.
Yeah, this is a real rough moment for him. How do you come back from this? Surely he'll try and take his third again, take a defensive position. He has his own roaches, and it might be a little bit difficult for KingKong to actually attack into that position because Pig, as we've said, very good defensively. But still, he's behind on just about every front.
Yeah, I'm trying to slice this pie up and see which piece is the correct one for Pig right now, but
it's tough.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be... Well,
he's going to need to try and, maybe pull the multitasking of KingKong away and somehow snipe a hatchery, but how does one do that?
Yeah, maybe. Or he could just play super duper turtly. I mean,
yeah,
Pig has done this from worse positions before, and I've seen him take wins from it.
You're
so
absolutely
I'm not counting him out at all, but it's going to be a tough uphill battle for him to bring it back in this match. And there's so much on the line for Pig.
Everything on the line for it's like half the money. He still gets $550, but
he does.
It's double the money almost if he gets that first place.
And it's not even necessarily about the money. It's about the title.
The
ACL
prestige.
2013 champion. Sydney's the final stop. This is it for ACL for the rest of the year. And he wants that victory just as much as KingKong does.
Yes. Can taste it.
Just about. There's a lot of roaches out for KingKong, continuing to churn them out, and poor Pig, he's forced to continue his own
supply tab. That'd be really interesting to see.
That army supply tab. Whoa.
Gross. That worker supply as well.
Well, Pig isn't looking so horrible. I mean, he's stabilized now. He's getting that third
stabilized.
base.
If he gets that third hatch up, saturates it, manages to hold on to it for a little while.
Yeah, and I have to commend both these guys on their map vision. Pig's been sending changelings all over the place, and at the same time still got those overlord spread, been trying to wrestle the towers from KingKong. KingKong currently holds them, but they've both been very very good this entire game with sending those units around the map, using changelings, trying to figure out what their opponent is doing at all times. That's really going to help out Pig because he knows at this point that he has to keep pumping out all these units. But look at this. Look what's about to come out for KingKong.
The Hydra is just going to exponentially grow the power of his army once these come out. The DPS from these units is insane, and they have +2 as well.
Yeah, and he's not on a timer or anything. He can take his time, relax a little bit, mass up this huge army so he can get that Groove Spines upgrade first. And it's about to finish. Then he can go for the Hydra speed if he wants it. And he's going to be looking pretty darn good when he comes over to Pig Town.
He's got about as many roaches as well. So, yeah. Pig has more roaches, but you really need like an extra 10 to 15 roaches if you want to beat the Hydras without Hydras.
Indeed.
So...
And taking the fourth base as well is KingKong. Pig spots it, he drops changeling there. Not really anything he can do about that.
KingKong moving out while expanding standard RTS strategies here. And you know what? If this attack from KingKong doesn't get thwarted, he still has a fourth base to move on.
Yes, he most certainly does. And Pig knows about this push, of course. He's seen it. And he's not pleased about it, but he's going to make do with what he can.
Supply blocks. He's making lings. He's just doing whatever he can with what he's got.
24 lings. If he can morph those into Banes and get some really good hits off on the army, that could do some serious damage. But will he have the time?
Got the big concave. Lots of roaches for Pig. He's getting up into his face. Will this be enough for Pig to break through? He's got a ton of roaches in the back. They're all firing. The lings now joining the battle. Getting right up in the faces of the Hydras. Can Pig do it? Can he break through this?
It looks like he's about to do it. Let's have a look at the unit counts. Yes, he's demolishing the army.
He's actually smashing it.
How has he managed to do this? That was looking so bad for him with all those Hydras in there, but oh my gosh, he absolutely crushes it.
Great stuff from Pig there. Does hold it, but KingKong does have that fourth hatchery, and he can remax with that amazing bank that he had as well. Still a ton of minerals in the bank from him. Pig going to press the issue, though. He smells an opening. He's going to go for it while KingKong's a little bit low on units.
Is this his
He needs to get a hatchery or something.
Can he do some damage right now? Doesn't look like he can attack into this location. Perhaps he could have gone for the fourth, but still, KingKong just a little bit too quick on the reinforce. But taking that engagement was a big win for Pig.
Absolutely. Great engagement for Pig. Exactly what he needed to stay into this game. 50 roaches versus the 25. Double the roaches.
Yes.
And that's the count that he needs to win an engagement with Hydras.
Absolutely, but a much larger economy for KingKong.
Yeah, way more. He can't let this hatch live for much longer.
No, he can't. 11 more Hydras coming out.
He needs to kill one.
And
KingKong can't really split his army either.
Yeah, a lot of these roaches for Pig are very hurt too. Maybe pulling back and going for Burrow, continuing that turtley style of play. Wait for King Kong to come to him and take another good engagement. That might be the way to go.
I like that King Kong's dropping some static defense here, because one of the things that Pig can do here is knock down the rocks. He has an opening to this base. He can multitask. He can send. Look, he's doing it now. 16 lings. Those lings can run by, take out a hatchery while moving the majority of his army towards another one.
But this army is also very Hydra heavy. 35 roaches, 23 Hydras. So if he changes all those lings into banelings and comes into the middle of that army,
taking out those Hydras.
Yeah, it's not the most cost-efficient way to go, but it can certainly turn the tide of the battle in your favor.
And here comes King Kong looking for a 4th base. He has an Overlord in position to know that it's not there. Maybe looking for another point of attack on Pig's creep.
Yeah, 20.
Bringing the Queens as well. King Kong really wants this attack to do the critical damage that he needs.
Yeah, he's getting a little antsy, I think. He's like, oh, why won't this guy die?
I don't know.
So ahead.
He's making the banelings.
He is. Pig's got to wait for those. Here they are. They've morphed. They've got speed. And he's going to chase him down.
With the speed, he needs to connect with the Hydras.
Oh, the Hydras!
Oh, the banelings are getting through to the Hydras!
Look at this huge concave as well. He's
the roaches are so damaged. Pig has this hugest concave, and he's going to take another great engagement.
The supply drop is huge, but at the same time, King Kong remaxing straight away with 41 roaches. His macro is insane. 46 roaches still out for Pig, though, and he's going to try and push an advantage once again. Can he do it this time?
Here we go, less at home for King Kong this time. He is remaxing quite a few roaches, though. 30 on the way. Pig takes out the static defense, getting into the natural. A lot of roaches on King Kong. He might have enough to barrel through anyway. A lot of roaches from Pig. Will it be enough? A reinforcement on the back. He can't escape.
Oh, jeez. Oh, getting surrounded from all angles. King Kong has the upgrade advantage, but Pig's still powering through as best as he can. Still just a little bit too much from King Kong,
Oh, he's so happy those rocks have been taken out.
Yeah, I bet he is. And that 4th base is up and running still for King Kong. Pig, not a 4th base in sight.
He's got a lot of lings. I feel like a run by might still work for him. That 3rd base reasonably naked.
I think he's heard you, Maynard. He's going for something. He needs to get something happening for him.
Yeah, this is a great idea.
Yeah, luckily this 4th base location is very easy to defend for him, as we've seen for King Kong. Pig hasn't really been able to make
King Kong going to pull back in
here.
position, though.
Yeah.
He did see it.
Might want to save these lings for another day, those overlords for King Kong, spotting exactly what Pig is planning.
King Kong switching into the infestation pit here. He's had enough of Roach Hydra.
Yep.
Wants to start getting things in his favor a little bit, and Infestors would be a good choice.
Oh, and here we go with the Ling run by. Hold position in the mineral line. Can he pick up some kills? Looks like he's getting a couple, but not enough. Oh, wow. In fact, not any. What? What? King Kong's hacking. He must be.
Hacks.
He's too good at this game.
That's right.
Doesn't ever lose drones, but
so, yeah, pathogen glands on the way for those Infestors. Good choice from King Kong. Can lock down those banelings, can lock down the roaches and get that better positioning. Because right now, Pig has been winning the last couple engagements.
Yes. Yes, he has. He's won 2 very, very convincingly.
He needed to, though. If he didn't, it would have been over. Curtains.
Yeah, and again, this goes back to what the strength of Pig's play is. Roach and Roach Hydra, Roach Infestor, anything Roach-based is his absolute strength in ZVZ, and that's why King Kong hasn't been able to break him. He comes at him with his huge army, better upgrades, better everything, but Pig establishes a beautiful concave and beats him down every time. So can he keep that up and manage to take another engagement?
I feel like the clock for Pig. Another time has begun, and King Kong has turned over an hourglass for the end of this game. And Pig needs to come up with something to try and reset that timer, because at the moment, Infestors are out. Hive is on the way. That means 3-3 will be on the way shortly, and whatever other tech King Kong wants to go into after that. And Pig still on pure Roach with some speedlings.
Yeah, huge amounts of money for both players, so that 3-3 upgrade should not be a problem for King Kong. Yeah, the banelings, they did so well in the last engagement. They crushed through the Hydras and a lot of the Roaches too.
There's not many Hydras anymore, though, I don't think.
And no, not as many, but he has
all the Infestors. Yeah,
and if
they have fungals.
Banelings get caught in the fungals, that's going to be devastating.
Oh, here we go. Pig needs a really great engagement here one more time. Can he do it?
He's got to hold on. His championship hopes lie in the balance.
This is it.
Look at all those banelings. If one fungal is going to be so devastating on those if he can get it. Well, let's see.
And that's what King Kong wants here.
He's
huge concave. The banelings, a few got hit there, but the banelings actually hit the roach wall. A big fungal on the banelings there. Actually, Pig with a bit of a flank. Isn't enough to break. Pig has a huge concave with these roaches, and he's getting the Infestors on retreat as well.
King Kong is dropping in supply once again, but does he have a little bit too much? This is looking a lot closer than the last time. Are there any reinforcements from King Kong there? It doesn't look
still up 30 odd supplies there.
Yeah, he is. King Kong He's going to have to leave again, but Pig, he's dropped in supply. He's trying to lead him away from his bases while he gets more roaches out. He's still not doing too bad on the roach count, 41 to 38, but those hydras, the infestors.
There's infestors and hydras to worry about. Pure roach will not do it.
5th base now up for KingKong, dropping some spines there immediately. Doesn't want to have to deal with any run buys from Pig, and I think that's really going to be something that Pig has to try and do if he can afford it. Even just a few links into the mineral lines, he's got to get something going, because as is sure, he's holding off push after push from KingKong, but KingKong still has the better economy, and he's just going to keep coming at him. How does Pig take another base from here?
I don't have the answer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's it. I don't think Pig has an answer either. He's just going to have to try and force it.
Well, let's see what he's making.
And see what he can do.
Just roaches still.
Just roaches.
And there's that what I'm talking about. The +3 is on the way. The advantage of the hive going to be pretty apparent for KingKong, especially with these engagements. He pretty much won that last one with Pig. But once he gets 3-3, Pig is not going to be winning engagements anymore. 11 infestors.
And he's just going to march straight into the 4th base. Can he get it? This could actually be a nice flank opportunity for Pig, but there's a lot here, and the fungal goes down the
all
ramp.
attacking from one. A lot of the roaches actually out of the battle because they're stuck because of the fungal. And I think this might be it. KingKong getting in here on this hatchery. A lot of his units still stuck in the back, though, not engaging. And GG! KingKong takes the 3-0 and wins our champion.
For 2013, the last stop, Sydney. The ACL Pro Circuit comes to a close. Round of applause. Let's hear those cheers, ladies and gentlemen, for your champion.
Cheers for KingKong. Well done to that funny character for getting himself another ACL crown and the big one for 2013.
Very well done.
Very well done.
Absolutely. It's been a blast, guys. We've had a lot of fun, some great games. Very big props to Pig as well. He's done very, very well. Got to the grand finals, not quite able to make it through and grab the win, but a valiant effort nonetheless.
That's right, guys. We're going to have a little short break here. Going to bring up KingKong to the casting desk for a bit of an interview. As just got told by the admin. So stick around for that. Hope you guys enjoyed the streams today. On Maynard with me is Zeph. You just saw your grand finalist, KingKong, win the Sydney title and the 2013 Australian Championship title. Congratulations to him. And stick around for that interview. See you shortly.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome back. It is time for the interview with our victory. Give it up for KingKong. Clap, 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 clap.
Thank
clap.
you.
Yes. All right. Now, KingKong.
Yeah.
How are you? You're the Australian champion. Australian champion. How do you feel?
Wow, it's fantastic. So.
microphone.
Yeah.
He already has one.
Yeah,
I'm such
so
a derp.
fantastic. So, Pig is really good player. So
Agree.
yeah, I'm so tired now. But I think I will do the best.
You were the best.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
think
yeah.
so?
Yeah, because
I think so as well.
when I went to Hong Kong, and I have a second, I have a little. I can't practice just focus study English, but just I prepare is 2 weeks. So I little bit nervous. Is IGOS, Petrasha, and PiG.
Yeah,
But-
very strong players.
Yeah. But I think today is I'm lucky. Yeah,
Lucky?
yeah.
Are you sure not Gosu?
Goes and lucky.
Gosu and Lucky.
Yeah.
Winning combination for StarCraft. And with all that money, you just won over $1,000.
Huh? Sorry?
You won over $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do with your money?
Just I keep money, and I want to buy a car
Ah.
because next year I will go to university.
Oh,
In
very
the
nice.
house very so far, so I want to drive.
Cool.
Yeah.
And how are you enjoying your time in Australia? How goes your studies? With the cooking?
Yeah, I think it's a good choice in my life. Yeah, so I just enjoy Australian life.
You enjoying Australian life?
Yeah.
Mad love to KingKong, our new Australian Korean import. I'd like to present to you the trophy for the championship of StarCraft 2
Wow.
2013 of ACL circuit. Thanks to a wonderful assistant, Zeph. And that is it, guys. Your grand final winner, KingKong. Give it up, guys. Send some love on Twitch. Send some love on the Twitter. And a lot of love to the production crew as well for another great ACL. We'll see you guys next year for more ACL goodness. Maynard signing out.